She's saying that with the crystal set, like the airwaves, like God, is all around us. The truth, God, whatever, is all around us. And that all we have to be is tuned into it, open to the truth.
Open. All right, now.
Really
using
see
that,
God.
Say it again, but tell me about being open to really hear the truth.
Okay. One day, suddenly, you're told that there are waves in the air that carry sound, and you can't see them and you don't believe they exist. Then one day, you're given a crystal set, you put on the earphones, and all at once you hear music. And then you believe.
It's going to be fine. Now, just
you
trust
told me
me.
that last time,
No.
that the bar is too slick to dance
No,
on.
it is not. It is not. It's going to be fine.
The choreographer doesn't know what
No,
she's
no.
doing.
Would you just trust me? Trust me. Trust me. Please. You ready in there?
Just about. Hurry up, Michael. We've only got about 25 minutes.
All right. Here now, get it while it's hot.
My God, what is it?
We only have 25 minutes.
Yeah, when you said we were in a hurry, you weren't kidding. What did Stephen have to say about the gun in the third scene?
He's going to use the caps.
Those aren't going to work as well as the...
No, they're
blanks.
not. But he says the blanks hurt his ears, so...
Also, I wanted to ask you about that puppy we saw yesterday.
You don't want a puppy.
Yes, I do. You're so cute.
Puppies poop on the rugs. Puppies have to go to the bathroom a lot. Somebody has to get up and walk them every morning. I'll think about it.
He only weighed 400 pounds. I don't want any.
Okay.
I don't think you should have any either, Michael.
Why not?
Well, you've been drinking too much lately.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. What about John's birthday party?
What about it?
Well, you got drunk. And what about the picnic after that?
I had a few beers at the picnic.
You promised.
I know what I promised.
Well?
I told you no more hard liquor. A glass of wine with dinner. Maybe a beer now and then. I haven't had anything to drink for a couple of weeks.
Oh, really? What about yesterday afternoon?
What about yesterday afternoon?
You ran right by me after lunch. You ignored me completely all afternoon.
I was on my way to the costume shop. I wanted to talk to Sarah before rehearsal started.
Is that why you ended up in the office?
No, I ended up in the office because I went to the office after I left the costume shop.
Michael, don't give me that. The reason you avoided me is because you'd had something to drink and you didn't want me to know about it.
Now, is that any way to talk to an old friend?
Come on.
Listen, that's no way to talk to an old pal.
Don't give me...
One who's trying to help you.
You're changing the
Hell,
subject.
if you really wanted to die, you'd just take a hop off the old fire escape, wouldn't you?
You're not right for that part anyway.
Why not?
You're too tall and thin. He's short and fat. You can't play Hickey.
Hickey's not short and fat. I
Yes,
could
he is.
act short and fat.
Oh, Michael,
Oh, I know the
please.
truth is tough at first. I mean, it was for me. Now, all I ask is that you suspend judgment and give it a chance.
Hello, Fred? Hi. This is Kimberly. Hi, fine. Listen, is Michael there? How long ago? Okay, listen, if he comes back, will you tell him he's got a dress rehearsal here that started a half an hour ago? Yeah. Okay, just give him that message. Thanks. Bye-bye. Matthew, I'm really sorry, but Michael isn't feeling very well, and Listen, Matthew, Michael's been trying to work with his car for the last half an hour, but he's stuck on the Bay Bridge, so
Okay. You all ready here? Just about?
Sure. Everything's just going really
Sell
well.
lots of food.
Okay, we'll do that, Michael.
It's our only profit margin. The critics. How are you this evening?
Hi.
Good.
Hello. How you doing?
Yes, nice seeing you again. Hi, how are you?
Break a leg.
Oh, well, thank you. You're not going to rake us over the coals?
Yeah, we will be.
Oh, just a little bit. Well, we'll knock on wood. Hi.
Hi. Am I interrupting anything?
No.
Oh,
Come on in.
Hi.
Hi. Listen, you know you're going to be great tonight.
Thanks.
And I know that sounds like a director just telling you something, but I mean it. I've seen the work. It's going to be good.
Michael, I was wondering, do we have to go to the champagne party tonight after the show? I'm really tired and I don't want to deal with all those critics.
Kimberly.
And
I won't get drunk. Just one drink, I promise.
Places, everyone. Places.
That's it, sweetie. You got to go.
Okay.
Oh, no, I don't think so. And you're going to love that show.
Michael, are you sure that the song went
I
okay?
am very certain. I am very sure.
I didn't hear anybody
It was
clapping
wonderful.
at the end.
What? Who cares who claps, who doesn't
Anyway,
clap?
are you going to be home
I'm
soon?
going to be home very soon. I
Okay.
promise you.
All
I
right.
have some business to do, a few board members to talk to, and then I will be home.
Promise?
I promise.
Okay.
Hello, what's this? I thought you were... Hello, what's this? I thought you were in the grandstand. Ah, listen, Larry, you got me all wrong. Hell, you ought to know me better. I've always been the best-natured slob in the world. Of course I have pity. Of course I have pity. But now I've seen the light. It isn't my old kind of pity. The kind yours is. It's the kind that lets itself off easy by encouraging some poor guy to go on kidding himself with a lie. The kind that leaves a poor slob worse off because it makes him feel guiltier than ever. The kind that makes his lying hopes nag him, reproach him, till he's a rotten skunk in his own eyes. Till he's a rotten skunk. I know you resent the way I have to show you up to yourself, and I don't blame you. I know from my own experience it's bitter medicine. Facing yourself in the mirror, the old false whiskers off. You'll say to yourself, I'm just an old man who is scared of life, but even more scared of dying. So I'm keeping on being drunk, hanging on to life at any price. And what of it? It's only then you'll know what real peace is, what real peace means. Because you won't be scared of either life or death. You simply won't give a damn. Any more than I do. Good morning. You want some coffee? You know, it was great last night. I can't wait to see the reviews. I mean, really, it was stupendous. And you were magnificent. Really, magnificent. I can't tell you how proud I was. Very proud. Anything wrong?
Honey, I promise. Just 1 or 2 drinks and I'll be home early. And of course he means it, every word. But of course, one thing leads to another, and somehow, despite his perfectly honorable intentions, he manages to get drunk. He finally reaches home about midnight, and if he's lucky, tries to sneak into bed without waking the wife. The next morning, he has the inevitable hangover and wonders what happened. That, dear reader, is what we call loss of control.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. And
Naturally, the people closest to the alcoholic start to rebuke him, and then he's sorry. Oh, God, how he's sorry. Nobody knows this feeling better than the alcoholic. The deep remorse, the sorrow and guilt he feels for those he has loved and hurt. If only he could repent, but how?
All right. That's it. I'll quit. I won't take another drop unless you give me your permission. Now, will that make you happy? What do you want? I mean, let's start right now. Why not? We don't need these. We can just throw them all out. We can throw them the hell into the garbage. That way we'll live a better life, won't we? And I'll do it. I'll do whatever you say.
Finally, he feels he must do something drastic
fantastic, so he vows to go on the wagon. Of course, he has to be a big shot and make a whole production out of it. There, see, I really mean it this time, he says, but bear in mind that it's only an alcoholic who feels compelled to prove something about his drinking.
Damn it, Kimberly, what do you want? What do you want of me? Just tell me. What?
Good morning, Mike.
Good morning.
Kimberly.
Hi.
Well, you know a little about our program, I assume. Kimberly, you've talked with the center.
I found out about it because we had a friend of ours that went here for treatment. And he was here about a year ago, and he seemed to really get his act together after that.
And what was his problem?
Well, he definitely
He drank too much.
He drank a lot.
And you feel that you drink too much.
Oh, probably.
What do you consider too much?
Oh, I don't know. I've always drunk a lot.
Well,
I think it's a problem.
How much do you drink now on the average?
Oh, I don't know. What did Churchill say?
it's about a fifth a day, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
About a fifth, yeah.
And how long?
Of course, I don't smoke.
Well, that's
Well, that's one
that's
thing in your
certainly
favor.
an advantage. How long
Oh,
a period
I-
have you been drinking that heavily?
Yeah.
Straight for about
15,
10 years, yeah.
20.
Have there been times when you've tried to stop?
Oh, sure. I mean, I can stop a few days at a time, a week or so. Just decide to give the liver a little rest, and so it's not maybe it's a problem now, but you know, it's not as though I can't control it.
Do you find that it affects the ways in which you behave, ways in which you relate to
Oh
people?
well, nothing. No.
You mean like blackouts and things?
Well, that's a point.
I've never had a
You've
blackout.
never had a blackout. Have you ever had moments when you weren't quite sure where you'd been?
No, maybe I get a little hungover or something.
You do occasionally, shake in the morning and stuff
That's
like
old
that.
age.
No, it isn't
Maybe
old
not
age.
that old, Michael. Do you throw up?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes.
You throw up a lot, almost every morning.
I
Yeah.
have hangovers.
Does it have an effect on your personal relationships that you're aware of?
You mean like sex?
Well, yes.
No. Sure it does. I mean, you know, if I'm
You can't talk
partly
to someone
sloshed
very
and,
well who's drunk. It's hard to converse when somebody's drunk,
Yes, it is hard.
or when they're drunk a lot.
well, maybe she should tell you.
Do you want to?
Well, I just say the reason that we came in here is because mainly of that reason. The quality of our relationship has diminished because,
You never said that to me.
well, that's why we're here. You can't function properly, socially or any other way if you've been drinking a lot.
Do you ever feel that you need a drink?
I don't ever need a drink. I just have a drink.
Uh-huh.
A lot.
You know, when you're conditioned to having that much alcohol in your system, you do need a drink. It's like a sea organism that's adjusted to a certain saline
then maybe
level, and you put him somewhere else, and he's sick.
Maybe I need a drink every now and then. I don't know. Sometimes I certainly feel like I need one. But that's just normal.
It's only normal for people who have a disease, alcoholism.
Well, is there a cure?
It's not the kind of disease for which there is a simple cure. We can't make it just go away, but we can treat it very effectively. We have a bed available tonight.
Well, I've got a show that's going into rehearsal. I have to go to Milwaukee next weekend, isn't it? And,
Michael, you can do that later.
I know, but there are lots of things I have to take care of first.
Michael, of course there are lots of things. You're very busy. But the fact that you're here tells me that this is a question of priority.
Castroville.
The rep never stops trying, God love him. If I had to choose one word for the show, I'd try for high. High style, high spirits, and high good humor. Actually, a couple of guys need to practice the art of pulling a gun.
Steven's gun didn't go off.
Well, this when it's in his jacket.
Forget it.
Shot glass, poo, high.
Okay. The director has exploited the work as a genial spoof, which was probably wise for his audience.
That's
and his
exactly what
Oh,
I...
if they're not in the mood for genial spoofs, we'll give them something they can really put their teeth into. Wait till they see the Iceman come.
You're right.
By the way, how much are you going to cut out of that show?
Not too much, but we're going to take it down to at least 3 hours. That is going to be a fantastic show.
Michael,
It has... What?
you're not going to be directing.
Of course I am.
You said yesterday you were thinking of not directing.
I said I was thinking of not directing it, but... How
Well, you
often do you...
promised me you were going to take some
I don't
time.
care what I promised you. That's a show I have to do.
Well, you can postpone it.
Why?
You know why.
Listen. We have to go
What do you mean we have
to
to
a very
go?
special place.
What are you doing?
I have something. We're here.
The Humane Society?
Michael? 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 Okay, Pooch. Do your thing.
Kimberly. Kimberly, come on, let me in. Kimberly. Well, thank God.
Where were you?
I was at the mailbox getting the newspaper.
You were?
Yeah?
Michael?
What?
You were gone a long time.
Don't be silly. I was only gone a minute. Oh, I know. When I am gone, minutes seem like eons. And time passes slowly when you've just gotten out of bed.
Michael,
What?
why are you chewing gum?
Because I feel like chewing gum.
Michael,
Yeah?
do you have a bottle hidden somewhere outside?
Now, Kimberly, why would I have a bottle hidden somewhere outside?
I mean, chewing gum at 8:30 in the morning?
Oh, don't be silly. I promise you. I just went to the mailbox to get the newspaper.
Yeah, but I looked out there and you weren't there.
Do you have your contacts in? Ah, you see? Sweetheart, we've got enough problems without inventing ones that don't exist. Trust me. Now, I'm going to make you a gourmet breakfast because I believe I've got some Eggs Benedict in the freezer. A bottle in the yard. Where does she get these ideas?
Michael, they can take you today.
What?
I just called the hospital. They have a bed available and they can take you today.
Well, that's wonderful. But unfortunately, today is the day that I go snipe hunting with the boys. You know that.
Mm-hmm. I'll pack your bags.
What? Kimberly. Kimberly, now knock it off already, will you? You know I've got too many commitments to do this now.
Whatever they are, they're not as important as this.
Iceman is important.
I'm sure Eugene O'Neill would approve.
Now look, stop. Just stay right there, will you? And listen to me. Now, I haven't been completely honest with you in the past. I admit it, and I was wrong. I'm sorry. But I swear this is the truth. I don't have any liquor outside. And I haven't had a drink today. Please believe me.
I believe you. Now take a shower while I finish packing.
Packing? Why? You just said that you believe me.
I do. But it doesn't change anything, Michael. We still need help.
No, we don't. Look, I know I slipped up the other night, but I've cut way back lately. Really, I have, and I think I'm getting it under control.
Honey, it's not how much you drink or how often you drink. It's what happens to you when you do drink.
Oh, really? Well, what does happen to me when I do drink? Most of the time, I think you don't even know it.
Oh.
Oh, for Pete's sakes. I slipped on the rug. But you know I've wanted to put a pad under it for a long time.
Michael, it's always something. It's either the pressure of the job, or you were just trying to loosen up a little bit, or there's a wedding, or something.
Oh, stop it! You make me sound like a deadbeat. I mean, if things are so bad, how come I'm so successful? I took that place from a little hole in the wall and helped build it into something with a national reputation. Now we have a good home, a good life, good friends. You make it sound like we've hit bottom.
Haven't we?
No.
Then what is hitting bottom? Do you have to be a drunken bum out on the streets with no job and no home before you've hit bottom? Is that what you're waiting for? Well, let me give you my version of hitting bottom, Michael. Hitting bottom is constantly having to make excuses for you. Why wasn't he at the board meeting? Why wasn't he at the party? Why wasn't he at dress rehearsal? Hitting bottom is having no social life because I'm afraid to go anywhere with you. Are you going to be sick? Are you going to be drunk? Are we going to get home in one piece? Dear, hitting bottom is watching you deteriorate physically and mentally. I see you becoming more and more isolated and alone. I see your stamina go. And hitting bottom is living with a constant suspicion of you, dear. Constant, gnawing suspicion. It eats at me. Look at me, I'm crazy. I'm upset because you're chewing gum. That's not normal. So welcome to rock bottom, Michael. We've arrived. And if you want to go any lower than that, you go it alone. So you either take this suitcase and come with me, or I'll pack mine. it.